Hey, what's going on? Good evening, morning, afternoon, if you're in my time zone. But how do you know if your content is good enough? And by content, I'm talking to people who've got some sort of business. I'm not just talking if you're a regular person on Facebook and you're sharing images of your dinner. Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? You don't care. You're just putting stuff out there. If no one sees it, who cares? But assuming we're talking about someone who's trying to run a business on Facebook, how do you know if it's good enough? Because you've probably seen like my recent crusade on my news feed, where I'm saying like, look, you need to make sure you've got content that's credible, that's unique, that's different. It makes people think like, oh my God, I've not seen this before. This is different to all my competitors. But how do you know if you're actually doing it? Well, there's one simple way. You could inbox me and I will have a look on your profile and very quickly scroll through. Within about 30 seconds, I can tell you if your content's hitting the mark or if there's something missing. Very often, hey Gina, how are you doing? Very often is one thing missing in your content. It's usually the same with everyone. Very often is one, two, maybe three things missing. And I'll be like, okay, this is what's missing and this is what you need to do. Now, you may at that point want to join my program where I show you exactly how to do it. So you see what good looks like and how it relates to you specifically in your business. Or you might be like, okay, I know what to go and do now. But either way, it kind of works well for both of us. If you come to me and I tell you what you need to do and then you go and do it, well, I've wasted like 2 minutes of my time, or invested 2 minutes of my time, and it's not too much bother. But if 1 in 10 people end up signing for a program, brilliant, we all win. So don't worry about messaging me thinking, oh my God, if I message him, what if he's going to want me to sign up, or I'll feel bad if I don't sign up for using his time. Don't worry about that because I don't use a lot of time up doing this. It's not like we're spending 3 hours doing something. But if you want to diagnose this yourself, have a look. I've put an image on my story just now. Go and have a look at it after this. And it's an image of a couple of messages I've received in the last week or so. One of them says, your content is so magnetic online. Another one says, I absolutely love the content you put out. It's so thought-provoking. It really makes me think. I've not seen stuff like this before. And I get messages like this on a regular basis. No, I really like your content. How much is your program? How do I sign up? That kind of thing. So most people who message with stuff like that don't end up becoming clients. But these people have found me from nowhere and now they're fans. Now they watch all my stuff and they often comment, they get involved, they leave likes, comments. Hey, Anna, how you doing? They leave likes, comments, and they watch all my stuff because now they're like, okay, this guy's putting out valuable stuff I can actually use. I'm going to follow him. So at some point in the future, it might be 6 months from now. It might be a year. It might be 2 years down the line. You never know where people are at. They fall off a fence and they're like, all right, can I sign up for your ecosystem? I'm ready now. And that's the value of getting your content right versus just putting stuff out there time after time after time and hoping people respond. So if you're putting stuff out there and you're not getting at least one message like this a week where someone's like, oh my God, your content is so inspiring. I really like what you put. It's so different to everyone else. Your content is amazing. I really like it. If you're not getting people feeling compelled just to send you these messages out of the blue, it suggests that something's wrong. If you're not getting people messaging you saying, can you tell me more about your program? Then something is wrong. It suggests that your content, hey, Sylvia, I nearly tripped over your name then. Sylvia, how you doing? A lot of people saying hey today. I don't know why that is. Everyone will say hey or hello, but no problem. So just to recap what I've got, if you just come on, Sylvia, I was saying that if you're putting content out there and you're not sure if it's good enough, you've got a couple of options. Well, you can review it yourself. Are people sending you messages regularly, like once a week, random people out of nowhere saying, I love your content. It's so unique. It's so interesting. It's so different. I really like the stuff you're putting out. Or is no one really responding to it? Do you get like one like off your Auntie Jean and no comments? Or do you get a lot of interesting comments on your videos where people like actually they're interacting with you and asking questions? That's a good sign that people are engaging. Do people tend to come onto your videos and stay with you all the way to the end? If they're staying with you because they carry on asking questions? Or do they tend to come on and leave 10 seconds later because you're boring the pants off them? Hey, Steve, how you doing? So have a think about all this stuff. But also, if you want my help, just send me an inbox. Just send me a message and I'll have a look at your profile. It literally takes me 30 seconds to scroll and I'll send you a voice note or a message saying, okay, this is where you're at with your content. I'll send you like a 30-second voice note that says, okay, this is where you're at. This is good. This isn't so good. This is what you need to work on. This is how you're going to get leads in your inbox. Now, at that point, you may want to talk about signing up my program, you may not. But either way, it doesn't take me a lot of effort, so I'm willing to throw that out there for free. I've not offered this before, so we'll see how it goes. I might not offer it again. So if you want that, send me a message now. If I get too many people asking or I just get bored of it, I don't want to do it, well, the offer will go off the table. So take advantage now if you want my help. But really, that's it. Hey, Anna says, I agree. I started getting similar messages, and she's in my ecosystem. So what I've been doing with Anna helps people or helps women get pregnant by fixing their nutrition. So from the inside out, it's because their bodies are out of balance. So they get pregnant because they fix their nutrition rather than have to go like IVF and other expensive routes. We've been working on content for the last month or so, and she's getting regular leads trickling in her inbox. Like she got, I think you got 3 yesterday, didn't you, Anna, from the one post we worked on. So Anna wrote a post in a Google Doc. I went through it and said, okay, this is good. Change this to that. Here's why you need to change this. She made a post. She's got three actual people commenting and 3 sales calls booked as a result of that one post. You can do the same stuff. You can write posts like that get 3 people messaging you, get 3 sales calls booked completely organically. You've not spent any money on it. And the reason for that is people are following you. The more good content you put out that they're like, this makes sense, the more people you get in your inbox. The more people you get in your inbox, the more people you end up converting into clients. It's not rocket science. You don't need to have these like super fancy funnels where you've got like a Facebook ad that's costing you loads of money that goes to a webinar, that goes somewhere else, that then retargets and then does all this. That stuff's fine, but if you can't sell your product organically, you're probably not going to sell it through an ad either, because people trust you less when they're looking at an ad than they do when they're connected to you organically, because that's just how it is. When you see a sponsored ad on your newsfeed, you automatically kind of look at it with skepticism, whereas you're more likely to trust someone who's on your friend list, especially if you've seen them posting every day for several weeks and you've liked a lot of their stuff. You build up that trust over time in a way you don't do with an ad. So you want that help with me? 6. Wow, I didn't realize you got wow, you've got 6 people, 6 sales calls booked. That's incredible. So yeah, Anna said you got 6 sales calls booked as a result of like 1 or 2 posts. Pretty amazing stuff. If your content isn't getting that kind of reaction, if you're not getting people in your inbox, if you're not getting people saying, tell me about your program, if you're not getting people saying, I love your content, this makes so much sense, I've never thought about it this way before, oh my God, that makes so much sense, thank you for posting this. If you're not doing that, well, something's wrong. So let me help you. As Paul just said, Paul's done the program as well. Paul says he's barely been on Facebook since because he's got too much work. So he's like, he doesn't even need to post anymore because he's got so much work coming in. When he does want to get some more work, well, he can post some more. He can get involved. He can, do whatever he wants. But he's in the nice problem to have category. Like he's got too much work. So as I told him about a month ago, I said, you need to raise your prices. Which I assume you've done. Have you done that, Paul? Because you need to, I said, like double your prices and you'll have less work and you'll earn more money and you'll be a lot less stressed. So hopefully, I don't know if he's actually done that, but I hope he has. I think he definitely raised it a bit. But isn't that the nice problem to have category? Instead of being like, I get 1 lead a month and I have to like charge him bottom of the barrel prices because like I need this client so much or I can't afford to eat. That's not the position you want to be in. You want to be in a position where you've got lots of people you're talking to and you can pick and choose the best ones and you can charge 7, 8, 9, 10K for your program because you know there's always going to be someone who's willing to buy it, rather than kind of picking and choosing and be like, oh, it's $500 a month like I used to charge back when I was a dating coach. You can't run a business charging $500 a month, can you? Imagine if I'm like helping 10 people at once, which is a hell of a lot of people to keep track of. That's only $5,000 a month. It's not a lot of money, really. Paul says, yes, more money, less stress. One leads to another. Absolutely. One lead leads to another. So you start getting more leads in, you get more confidence, you raise your prices, you start getting great results for people, which you then feed back into your content, which then makes you even more credible, which gets more leads in. It's a snowball effect. But if you don't, it's worth them. If you're watching this and you've not seen the video I did on Saturday about the 3 steps to go from being a nobody to being anonymous to being a celebrity online in your niche, go and watch that now. It's a longer video. It's about 25 minutes long. It talks about those steps that you go through. I talk about where I'm at now with this and how I'm getting there and how you can do the same. Well worth a watch if you've not seen it. A number of people watched that and messaged me afterwards and said, that was really eye-opening. I'd not thought about it this way before. So if you're in a point where you're putting content out and you're like, I'm not sure if I'm anonymous, if anyone even knows who I am, if I'm actually getting anywhere, go and watch that because it actually puts out the steps. But But otherwise, send me a message. Let me help you out. Okay. Don't feel like, oh, this guy's trying to sell something, and if I get in touch with him, then it's going to be awkward and I have to sign up to his thing. No, I don't give a shit. I've got plenty of people that can sign up. I'm not worried at all. Let me help you out. I've helped so many people out who've come to me. So often people come to me in my inbox and I actually help them out, even though they don't end up signing up for my program. And they're like, thank you for helping me out, rather than prodding pain points and making me feel like shit. Why do I do this? Because I know a good number of them are going to end up signing up. If not now, they'll sign up tomorrow. And that happens quite a lot. I had someone who I did a call with a year ago who came back and signed up with me, a month ago it was. Because he'd seen my content, he'd been following me for a while. Now he's like, now I'm ready to sign up. The same things will happen for you when you get this right. But you've got to get it right. You can't just keep on just throwing shit at a wall and hoping some of it sticks. You can't keep on crossing your fingers and sticking content out there and hoping that, oh, well, someone will see my post and I hope they like it. You've got to know exactly what you're doing with your content, have a really specific strategy, know why you're making this specific post, the kind of order you're making posts in, why you're doing this today versus yesterday, why are you doing a live video today rather than a text post, why you're doing this sort of post rather than that kind of post, how to actually structure those posts. If you don't know all this stuff, and I explain all this in detail in my program and show you how to do it, you ain't got a chance. So that's it. I'm going to get off my soapbox now, but thanks for watching. See you again soon. Any questions, you know what to do. Leave them in the comments or message me.